Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island for Game 2 action between the Fighting Scots of Gordon College and the Seahawks of Salve, Regina University.
Pitching for Salve, Regina is number 32, Vincent Roth. Now batting for Gordon College, number 2, Eric Walker.
We're here in the top of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Seahawks is their left-handed senior from Pleasant Valley, New York, number 32, Vin Roth. He was part of the senior ceremony before Game 1. One of the few seniors that did not see action in Game 1. I think 7 of the 9 saw action in Game 1. Kevin Lambert and Vin Roth missed Game 1, but now they are here in Game 2, or at least Vin Roth is starting Game 2. And he throws a first pitch ball to the leadoff batter, Eric Walker, second baseman for the Fighting Scots. Delete. Yep. Delete. And it's a 3-pitch
now batting number
strikeout
19,
for Vin Roth to lead off the game. Third baseman Jesse Amaya now batting for the Scots. First pitch fouled back. Nice spread out in right center field for the Seahawks seniors. Festivities started before the game and between games. Ball 1 to Amaya, 1-1 count. Kyle Phelan was the winning pitcher in Game 1. Vin Roth enters this outing leading the team in ERA, 1.45 ERA. He's got a 4-1 record, 7 appearances. He's thrown 2 complete game shutouts, including last Sunday against, correction, not last Sunday against Wentworth. Last Saturday against Nichols College. So 1 week ago today, Vin Roth was throwing a complete game shutout. Count goes full on Amaya. There's a shot to left center. Ryan Sweener chasing it. It hits the top of the fence and went under the fence. So it's going to be a ground rule double to left center field for Jesse Amaya.
Number 9, Mark Fitzgerald.
That was on the full count pitch. This will be GR. LCGR. Brings up the center fielder, Mark Fitzgerald. Out to left field, Ryan Sweener. Under it, out number 2.
Now batting number 5, Alonzo Martinez.
Same thing. Not kidding. Oh my God. They're so good. Everyone, yeah, that's what everyone's been saying. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Right fielder Alonzo Martinez now batting. Second pitch is inside for ball 2. 2-0 count.
Come on now.
No count to Martinez. Is the 2-out pitch from Vin Roth. He walks him. Puts runners on first and second.
26, Travis Pullen.
Brings up the first baseman, Travis Pullen.
Come on, Trav.
What a great catch out there in left center field by center fielder Ryan Kelly. Chases down the Travis Pullen long drive and dives to make the final out of the first inning. No score as the Seahawks come to bat in the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Ryan Kelly, who just made a fantastic catch out in center field, gets to lead off the bottom of the first for the Seahawks. He puts that ball high in the air to left field. Ryan Paulson tracks it down with an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. First pitch swinging for Ryan Kelly. He went 3 for 4 in game 1 with 2 runs scored, a 2-run homer, part of his 6 runs batted in. Ball 1 to second batter, Dan Donahue. 2-0. Three and 0 count. Wesley Arning, the pitcher for the Scots. And he walks on 4 pitches.
Because when I leave, the whole world drops. Lace up, kill.
Brings up the catcher, Dominic DeSano. Ball gets away from Joe Olsak, the Fighting Scots catcher, for a wild pitch that gets Dan Donahue down to second base. So it's a ball on the pitch, escape, and then wild pitch for the runner to get to second. In the air to left field. It's going to be out of play. Foul ball. That's going to be fouled to the right side. Might be playable. First baseman Travis Pullen gives chase, but it lands out of play. Ball high. In the air to straightaway center field. Back goes Mark Fitzgerald. Reaches up and grabs it. Dan Donahue gets the third base on the play. So he's there with 2 outs as Tyler Colby comes to bat.
Right time, baby, right man, right time.
First pitch to Colby is a ball. Second pitch in there for a called strike. In the dirt, Dan Donahue has a good break on it and slides in safely with the game's first run, so he scores on a wild pitch. Colby was up there ready for the RBI, but it scores on a wild pitch. 1-0 Salve Regina here in the bottom of the first inning. And now a full count on Tyler Colby. Wesley Arning entered the game with leading the league in ERA, 0.90. He gives up a first inning run to the Seahawks.
18, Joe Haley.
And now a 2-out walk to Tyler Colby. Arning has a 5-0 record entering his 10th appearance. 1 complete game. This is only his second start. And Joe Haley grounds it to the right side. Singles safely as the second baseman gloves it. Eric Walker throws over to Jesse Amaya, but they not in time to get Tyler Colby. So we got runners at the corners on the infield single for Joe Haley. Brings up the 6th batter of the inning for the Seahawks, Ryan Sweener. He's the left fielder. And Haley and Tyler Colby execute the double steal for the Seahawks on the low pitch ball to Ryan Sweener. So 2 stolen bases for the Seahawks in the first inning. And it makes it a 2-0 game for Salve Regina. Still with 2 outs. Foul out of play. And it's going to be called swinging strike 3 on Ryan Sweener. That's going to end the first inning for the Seahawks, but they score 2 runs. And we go to the top of the second. Salve Regina leads 2-0. So Salve Regina lefty Ben Roth is staked to a 2-0 lead as he faces the top pitcher in the CCC, Wesley Arning. Arning gave up 2 first inning runs. Tyler Colby makes a great catch on an Alex Smith line shot to right field.
Number 27, Carlos Pichardo.
Sun gets tougher from left field over to right field as the afternoon wears on. Ryan Sweener had it challenging in the first game, and now Tyler Colby and Ryan Kelly, right field and center field, have it more difficult. Carlos Pichardo, the designated hitter, bats for the Fighting Scots with 1 out in the top of the second inning. Ben Roth working with a 2-0 lead and now has a 2-0 count on Pichardo. In the Seahawk first inning, Dan Donahue walked with 1 out, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and then moved to third base on a fly out, and he scored on a wild pitch. With 2 outs, Tyler Colby walked, and then he advanced to third on Joe Haley's single. Haley stole second, and Colby stole home for the second run. Carlos Pichardo works a 1-out walk. He's on first base, aboard for the left fielder, Ryan Paulson. Paulson is making his second start of the season. He's 0 for 2 on the season. He scored 2 runs.
Run that one, Michael. Run that fly ball.
You're distracted.
Let's go. Let's go 1-2.
Hey, Paulson.
Paul, we say kid. You know what you want.
Swinging strike. 1-2 count on Paulson.
Let's go, baby. Hey, we still
1-2. Anyway, shape or form. Clouds them out.
Yes, I
Batter was out swinging on strikes. Ball was in the dirt. No play was necessary at first base, but Desano almost got Pichardo
Batting number 22.
off the bag. He dives back safely. So 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. Seahawks won game 1, 12-2. Now batting is the catcher in game 2 for the Fighting Scots, whose foul ball shakes up our camera slightly. Joe Olsak is a freshman from Danvers, Massachusetts, batting 182 on the season. Break and pitch across the plate for a strike. 0-2 count. And a foul tip strike into the mitt of Dom Desano for the final out of the inning. Seahawks, the Scots get 1 batter aboard, but he's stranded there as Vin Ross strikes out the final batter of the inning. Seahawks come to bat in the bottom of the second, leading 2-0. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Salve, Regina has a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second as it comes to bat in the bottom of the second. Wesley Arning, the league's leading ERA, pitching-wise, gave up 2 first-inning runs to the Seahawks. Both were earned. 2 runs scored on only 1 hit. A pair of wild pitches from the right-hander figured into the first run, scored by Dan Donahue. Donahue had reached on a walk. Alec Cusick, the freshman designated hitter from Old Brookville, New York, is leading off the bottom of the second for the Seahawks. He has a 3-2 count on him now. In play to the right side, Eric Walker in front of it. Over to Travis Pullen for out number 1.
Now batting number 9, Hunter Sleeper.
Hunter Sleeper, the Seahawks second baseman, now comes to the plate. Sleeper was 0 for 1 in game 1, had a run scored and a bases loaded RBI with a walk. Ball low, 2-0 count on the freshman from Arlington, Massachusetts. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike. Another strike for a full count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. In the dirt for ball 4. Sleeper hustles down to first base as the pitch is away from
8,
catcher Olzak. Backspace. And the first baseman for the Seahawks, Anthony Conti, is now at the plate. He's batting .318 on the season. Conti didn't have an official at-bat in game 1, but he scored 2 times and he had 2 RBI. Both were bases-loaded walks. Batting here for the first time in game 2. That's a roller down the first base line that gets pounced on by Olzak for a foul. 1 strike. 1-1 count.
You guys want these covers? I do okay. How are you? Hey, Wes, let me say that, man. 0-2.
One and 2 pitch here to Anthony Conti. Outside for ball 2. 2-2. Ball low. Count goes full. Hunter Sleeper's at first base. Sleeper drew a 1-out walk, as does Anthony Conti to put runners at first and second.
15, Ryan Kelly.
Brings us to the top of the order with Ryan Kelly. He flew out to left field in the bottom of the first inning. As a discussion ensues on the mound, Ryan Kelly walks down to third base coach and head coach Eric Sorella for a discussion. Home plate umpire walks out to break up the discussion. Says that's long enough to decide what to do to Ryan Kelly. Kelly up for the second time. And we're only here in the bottom of the second. He was 3 for 4 in game 1. 2 runs scored and 6 RBI. His second home run of the season came in the 4th inning. Gave Salve, Regina a 9-0 lead at the time. And it also tied him for the league lead with Dominic DeSano. Count on Kelly. Here's the pitch from Warning. Strike 1. And here's the 3-1 pitch from Arning. High and inside, ball 4. So Arning has walked the bases loaded after getting the first out. Control was the issue in the first inning. Led to a run scored by Dan Donahue, who now comes to the plate. Donahue reached on a 1-out base on balls, advanced to second on a wild pitch, to third on a flyout by DeSano, and then scored on a wild pitch. Now he bats with the bases loaded. 2-0 count. Catches the corner of the plate for a strike. 2-1 count now on Donahue. Strike 2, same spot. Breaking ball, fouled away by Donahue. Another Seahawk action today at Topa Field. Salve, Regina softball won 6-5 in 9 innings. Golden Bears and Seahawks went to extra innings, tied at 1-1. Both scored 4 times in the 8th inning. As Donahue looks at a called strike 3. That's 2 outs now as DeSano comes to bat with the bases loaded. Kelly's on first, Conti's on second, and Sleeper's on third. All 3 earn base on balls. And now Dominic DeSano looks to make Arning pay for those base on balls with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. First pitch low and away to DeSano.
Come on, bud.
1-1. Arning's looking to get out of this bases loaded jam that he caused himself. Fouled off to the left side by DeSano. 1-2 count now. We had 65-degree temperatures in game 1. We've dipped to a chilling 62 in game 2. Still beautiful sunny skies, cloudless. The 1-2 pitch to Desano was fouled behind the backstop. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-2. New ball requested by Arning. Sleeper's on third, Conti's on second, Kelly's on first. All three walked with 1 out. Now there are 2 outs and a 2-2 count on Dominic Desano. Arning shakes off a few signs from the catcher Olsak. Desano requests timeout and is granted. Steps back in. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Arning. Breaking ball over for a called strike 3. So the 3 walks go by the wayside. No run score in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Seahawks. And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with Salve Regina leading 2-0. Top of the order in the top of the 3rd inning for the Scots of Gordon College. Second baseman Eric Walker. Walker struck out looking, first time facing Vin Roth in the top of the 1st. Salve Regina leads 2-0 as we start the top of the 3rd inning with a ball 1 to Eric Walker. 1-1 now. Walker went 0 for 3 in game 1. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. Here's a pitch from the left-hander. High and outside. 2-2. Roth from the windup. Delivers. In the dirt. Full count.
Hey, here we go, Ross.
Here's a 3-2 pitch from Vin Roth. And it's high for ball 4.
Now batting number 19, Jesse Amaya.
No runs on no hits, excuse me, 1 hit and 1 error for, no errors for the Scots. 2 runs on 1 hit for the Seahawks. Jesse Amaya bunts it for a sacrifice.
Now batting number 9, Mark Fitzgerald.
1-3 on the putout. Walker moves over to second.
Come on, 9, here you go.
So with 1 out here in the third inning, Mark Fitzgerald, the center fielder, is batting. Fitzgerald flied out to left field in the first inning. Amaya was just sacrificing. He had doubled to left center in the first inning and was stranded at second.
First of all.
Leadoff batter Walker is the first leadoff batter to reach against Roth. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop by DeSano. Keeps Walker at second. Strike over the plate. It had Fitzgerald twisting on it. Time just past 4 o'clock here in the afternoon on Saturday, April 12 at Reynolds Field. Swinging a foul tip on the pitch. 1-2 count now on Fitzgerald. Breaking ball stays outside. 2-2 count.
Let's go, Mark. What do you say now?
Come on, Mark, here you go, man.
Low and outside for ball 3. Full count. So Walker leads off second. Fitzgerald's ready to face a 3-2 pitch from Vin Roth. Inside, strike 3, looking. Second out of the inning.
Now batting number 5, Alonso Martinez.
And the 4th strikeout of the game for Vin Roth. In the air to left field, left center, Ryan Kelly calls for it and retires Martinez for the final out of the third inning. And the Seahawks will come to bat in the bottom of the third inning, leading 2-0.
Now batting.
Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Salve, Regina leads Gordon College 2-0. 2 runs for the Seahawks came in the first inning. Tyler Colby, the leadoff batter here in the third inning, scored one of those runs in the first. He walked with 2 outs and came around on a double steal after Joe Haley had singled him to third base. First pitch in from Arning is a strike. Second pitch is a ball in the dirt. 1-1 count. Arning worked his way out of a bases loaded jam in the second inning. He walked 3 successive Seahawk batters with 1 out, and then retired the next 2 Seahawk batters to get no run damage. That's a soft liner out to right field that's going to land in safely for a base hit for Tyler Colby.
Now batting number 18, Joe Haley.
Second baseman Eric Walker had to fight some sun as he tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch. Joe Haley now bats. He singled in the first inning. Executed a double steal with Tyler Colby. Haley stole second, Colby stole home. And that produced the second run of the game. Arning, nice strong low throw over to Pullen at first base. Salve, Regina men's tennis. At 5th singles, Matt Gingras, and at 6th singles, CJ Maxsuit. Both of them were straight set singles winners for the Seahawks. But Wentworth Institute of Technology engineered a 7-2 victory here on the courtside, Leroy Avenue. Haley swings at a high pitch and is a strikeout victim.
For Ryan Sweener.
That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Arning. Brings up Ryan Sweener, who is the first strikeout victim in the first inning. First pitch strike is in there. Wesley Arning is a junior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Second pitch is over the outside corner of the plate. Strike 2. Arning, entering today's game, led the league in earned run average and in wins. ERA of 0.90. 5 wins. He shared that lead with Boyle of Roger Williams. Vin Roth among the league leaders in strikeouts entering game 2. Tyler Colby's on first base. He singled to open the inning. Now Ryan Sweener faces a 1-2 pitch with 1 out. Back to the pitcher. Arning fumbles with it, picks it up. High throw over to Pullen at first base, gets the out. So 1-3 on the putout. Colby on to second base. Brings up the designated hitter, number 12, Alec Cusick.
Damn, I used to love this view. Sit here and drink a few. Main Street in the high school.
With 2 outs, Tyler Colby on second base. Cusick opened the bottom of the second, grounding out to second base. Strike on the outside corner. Bouncer to the right side. Eric Walker gets it on a couple of hops. Over to Travis Pullen for the final out of the third inning. We go head to the top of the fourth inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0.
4-0.
Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island for the top of the fourth inning between Gordon College and Salve, Regina University. Seahawks lead 2-0. And first baseman Travis Pullen leads off the top of the fourth for the Scots. Ouch. Hit the camera. Pullen flied out to center field in the top of the first inning. And he ended that frame, leaving 2 runners on base. First pitch foul to the backstop, and second pitch a ball in the dirt. That pitch hits him, and he'll head down to first base.
Now batting number 23, Alex Smith.
Brings up the shortstop, Alex Smith. Smith flew out to Tyler Colby in right field, leading off the second inning. So 2 straight innings of Scott's leadoff batters reaching base.
Let's go, Al.
Sun is definitely tough out in the right side of the field. Bunted in front of the pitcher. Roth fields over to first base for the 1-3 sacrifice.
Now batting number 27, Carlos Pichardo.
And Pullen reaches second base with 1 out. So it's lefty-lefty now, with Vin Roth facing Carlos Pichardo, the designated hitter. First pitch strike. Poland leads off second base as second pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2 count on Pichardo. Pichardo walked in his plate appearance in the second inning. Roth throws that one up high. No chase given by Pichardo. 1-2 count. Up high in the infield, middle infield. Joe Haley from third base corner coming over to glove it. Dan Downey, who backed him up as he headed over to the third base bag.
Ryan Paulson.
So 5 on the putout. And that's 2 outs here in the fourth inning for the left fielder Ryan Paulson. Ben Roth is majoring in business administration. And he's giving the Gordon batters the business. In softball action at Topa Field, Game 2, Salve, Regina leads 1-0, top of the fourth, against Western New England. Another foul back by Paulson. He still has a 1-2 count on him. Strike 3 looking. So no damage done to Vin Roth here in the fourth inning. Salve, Regina comes to bat in the bottom of the fourth, leading 2-0. Hunter Sleeper leads off the bottom of the fourth inning, facing Wesley Arning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. Sleeper drew a 1-out walk in the bottom of the second inning. He was stranded at third base after the Seahawks loaded the bases with 1 out. And Arning got the next 2 Seahawk batters on strikeouts looking. Grounded to the left side, third baseman Jesse Amaya cuts it off, throws over to Pullen.
Now batting number 8
for out number 1. Brings up the first baseman Anthony Conti. He also drew a one-out walk in the second inning. He ended up stranded at second. One-on-one count.
I know what it does.
To the left side, shortstop Alex Smith gets a nice bounce, throws it over to first base for out number 2 in the 4th inning. Top of the order now for the Seahawks, Ryan Kelly. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in game 2, 3 for 4 in game 1.
Pull up to the scene, but my roof gone. When I leave the scene, bet your boot gone. And I beat it like a new song. 2 chain, but I got me a few.
First pitch is high, but a strike.
Hey, that's not you.
Second pitch right over there, swung through by Kelly, 0-2 count. He takes a walk around the plate area. A couple of practice swings will get him ready for an 0-2 pitch from Arning. Arning has settled in after giving up 2 first inning runs and working out of a bases loaded jam in the...
Wake up.
Kari Halliburton is awake now, thanks to the foul pitch from Ryan Kelly.
Wake me up, I got a little adrenaline rush.
Kari doesn't believe in the safety of the fence, doesn't trust it. 0-2 pitch is hit to straightaway center field, up high, and very little movement necessary for Fitzgerald out there in center. So 1-2-3 inning for Arning. In the bottom of the 4th, we head to the top of the 5th inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. Catcher Joe Olsak leads off the top of the 5th inning. Salve, Regina leads 2-0. First pitch, Olsak shows bunt, takes a strike looking. Second pitch just high for a 1-1 count.
I'm good.
In the air, high. Center fielder Ryan Kelly under it. He puts it away for out number 1. in the top of the 4th inning. Salve, Regina won game 2, 12-2. Excuse me, game 1, 12-2. Behind the 3-hit pitching of Kyle Phelan. Phelan had a perfect game through the first 4. And then 3 successive base hits for the Scots in the 5th inning, produced 2 runs. But that's all they could get against Kyle Phelan as the Seahawks scored 12. 2 first-inning runs here in game 2 have us at a 2-0 game as Vin Roth pitches with a 1-1 count on Eric Walker and 1 out in the top of the 5th. In the air to left center, Ryan Sweener's there, makes the putout. L7.
Now batting number 19, Jesse Amaya.
And the third baseman for the Scots, Jesse Amaya, comes to bat. Ben Roth is looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. And that's a grounder to Joe Haley at third. Strong throw over to Conti at first. And it is the first 1-2-3 inning. So the Seahawks will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 2-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th inning. Salve Regina leads 2-0. New center fielder for the Scots is Alex German. He started game 1. And Dan Donahue leads off here. And has a 3-0 count now, facing Wesley Arning. Donahue has a walk and a strikeout in the game. He scored the game's first run. Was able to come around on a couple of wild pitches and reaches on a leadoff walk.
Now batting number 21, Dom DeSano.
A world drop, lace up, kill.
Dom DeSano now batting. He's 0 for 2 in this game. 1 for 4 with 2 runs batted in and a run scored in game 1. He's been the catcher in both games for the Seahawks. The Scots have had 2 different catchers, Dominic Craig and Joe Olsack, game 1 and game 2. First pitch is popped high, right in front of us. And catcher Joe Olsack puts it away for a foul pop to the catcher.
Now batting number 10, Tyler Colby.
That's the first out of the 5th inning for the Seahawks. Dan Donahue's on first base, and Tyler Colby now bats. Colby walked and scored in the 1st inning, and then he singled to right in the 3rd inning. He has one of the 2 Seahawk hits. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Seahawks, no runs on 1 hit for the Scots. Breaking ball. Olsak couldn't handle it as it's a ball, and Donahue steals second base. So Donahue's now in scoring position with 1 out in the 5th inning. Tyler Colby awaiting a 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Salve, Regina softball bats in the bottom of the 6th inning. They are tied with Western New England. 1-1. 4 straight balls to Tyler Colby. Puts 2 runners on board. Time is called as John Ripple heads to the mound to chat with starting pitcher Wesley Arning. Joe Haley will go down to third base head coach Eric Sorella, in conference also with Ryan Sweener. And we'll have a new pitcher on for Gordon College. It'll be a left-hander. And we'll get you his number as soon as we can see it. Number 14. That's Amore. Matt Amore, a freshman from Pequannock, New Jersey. He's a left-hander. He's now on to pitch here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And he'll be facing a lefty in Joe Haley. Haley will have runners on first and second. Both Dan Donahue and Tyler Colby have gotten aboard on walks. Those walks were sandwiched around a foul pop-up by Desano. So there's 1 out here in the 5th inning. Salve Regina leads 2-0.
Now pitching for Gordon, number 14, Matt Amore.
Joe Haley singled in the 1st inning. That moved Tyler Colby to third base, and the 2 of those guys stole bases. First pitch in from Amore is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Throw over to second base. Donahue's back diving head first. Haley swings at a high pitch. He's in a no-2 hole. Haley's 1 for 2. First inning single and a strikeout swinging in the third inning. He's now in an 0-2 hole, facing Matt Amore for the first time. Lifts that to the left side. It's going to land safely. And Dan Donahue's rounding third base. He's going to score standing for a 3-0 Seahawk lead here in Game 2.
Now batting for Salve, Regina, number 4, Ryan Sweeter.
RBI single for Joe Haley, his second hit of the game. He has 2 of the 3 Seahawk hits. That run is charged to the starter, Arning. So far he's given up 3 earned runs. Again, he entered the game with a 0.90 ERA, best in the league. But 3 earned runs so far here, facing Salve Regina batters. Ryan Sweeter has an 0-1 count facing Matt Amore. He fouls that off the catcher's mask. 0-2 count. Haley worked out of that 0-2 count with a nice, well-placed single to left field. Topped along the third base line, gloved foul by the third baseman Jesse Amaya. Still an 0-2 count. So Amore has thrown 6 pitches, all of them have been strikes. Sweeter has Joe Haley at first and Tyler Colby at second, with 1 out in the 5th inning. That was the first pitch outside of the strike zone by Amore. Curveball is lifted to left field, and Ryan Paulson puts it away in fair territory.
Now batting for Salve Regina, number 30, Tim Harris.
So there's 2 outs in the inning, and we have a pinch hitter with the left-handed pitcher in. Eric Sorella brings up the right-handed bat in Tim Harris. Last Saturday, Tim Harris had a pair of pinch hit appearances, and he singled in both of them. So now he faces the lefty pitcher Amore, and the righty swinging Tim Harris will look to make it 3 successive pinch hit appearances. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Throw to second base. Tyler Colby's back safely. Throw gets away into center field, but no advancement. Haley's on first, Colby's on second, Harris at the bat. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Amore has an 0-2 count. Now on the right-handed batting Tim Harris. 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Harris leaves it high. One and 2 count coming to Tim Harris. And a called strike 3 as Amore gets out of the inning. But the Seahawks score 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. So the Seahawks will take the field for the top of the 6th inning, leading 3-0. New center fielder Alex German is the batter for the Scots to open up the 6th inning. Correction, it's Mark Fitzgerald.
Go, Nine.
Long way to go for Ryan Kelly out in right center. He gets there and puts it away for out number 1 in the top of the 6th. So Kelly has made 2 great plays ranging to his right and to his left. That brings up the right fielder, Carlos Martinez, Alonzo Martinez. And he lines that down the left field line. It's going to be extra bases. Ryan Sweeney picks it up, throws it into Dan Donahue. And Martinez has a 1-out double down the left field line. Brings up the first baseman, Travis Pullen. Seahawks lead 3-0. That ball's in fair territory. Ben Roth fields his position well, throws it over to Anthony Conti, 1-3 on the putout. And Martinez moves over to third base.
Now
with 2 outs.
Alex Smith.
Come on, Smith. Let's go, 2-3. Let's go, Smith, kid.
Now batting number 27, Carlos Pichardo.
First pitch swinging for Alex Smith. He delivers a run-scoring single to center field. And Martinez crosses the plate for the first run against Vin Roth. Eric Sorella heads out to the mound to have a chat with his infield and his pitcher and catcher. 3-1 is now the score in the top of the 6th inning. Both teams have 3 hits. Seahawks scored twice in the 1st inning and once in the 5th inning. And now Gordon's on the scoreboard with a run here in the 6th inning. Roth throws over to first base. Ball is in the dirt and trapped by Smith.
Let's go, Carlo.
Seahawks senior Kevin Lambert is warming up in the Salve, Regina bullpen. That's down the left field foul line. And Smith is caught off first base with a pickoff. That'll end the 6th inning for the Scots. They get a run, and they leave nobody on base as Vin Roth picks off Smith, who had singled in the lone Scots run. Salve, Regina come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading 3-1. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Bottom of the 6th inning, Salve Regina leads 3-1. Hunter Sleeper leads off, facing Matamora. First pitch is a ball high. Women's lacrosse is underway at Gaudet Field for the Seahawks. Endicott has a 5-0 lead with 17:03 left in the first half. John Williamson is taking care of statistics at that game. And Andrew Pizzelli calling the game for the Seahawks on the Ustream.tv network. And Hunter Sleeper gets hit on the 1-1 pitch from Amore.
Number 8, Anthony Conti.
He's aboard base for Anthony Conti, who I imagine will be bunting in this situation to move Sleeper into scoring position, as Conti has that conversation with head coach Eric Sorella. It's a lefty versus lefty matchup. Amore versus Conte. Pitches over the plate for a called strike. The afternoon shadows are creeping onto Reynolds Field. Sleeper is back at first, diving safely. Another throw over from Amore. Head first dive by Sleeper. Stands up to brush off the dirt. Amaya is in at third base, expecting the bunt. He goes right back to pitcher Amore. His throw is away from second baseman Walker, and all runners are safe. So Conti's at first on the fielder's choice. Fielder's choice for Conti, and Sleeper gets all the way to third base on a throwing error by the pitcher.
Everything high, skip Luke long.
Brings up the center fielder Ryan Kelly with a runner on third, a runner on first, and nobody out in the bottom of the sixth. Outside pitch lifted up in foul territory, and Pullen puts it away for out number one.
Now batting number 2, Dan
FF3. So one out for the batter, Dan Donahue.
Girl, I told you it ain't tricking if you got it. I got it.
Seahawks can use some insurance runs here. They lead 3-1 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Donahue shows bunt, leaves the pitch alone for a ball. The infielders have to make some moves now after seeing a bunt from Donahue. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, low for ball 2. Conti's on first base, fielder's choice. Sleeper's on third base. He got there on the throwing error by Amore. Here's a 2-0 pitch from Amore to Donahue. First, a throw over to first. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Catches the low outside corner for strike one.
62.
Infielders are back in double play depth. Middle infielders anyway. Jesse Amaya even with the bag at third base. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Amore. High for ball 3. Right-handed batter Dom DeSano is on deck. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Amore to Donahue. In the dirt, low for ball. Conti was off with the pitch. He moves up with the walk anyway. And now Dom DeSano bats with 1 out, and the base is loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So bases loaded for DeSano, 1 out. First pitch from Amore is in the dirt. Ball 1. 3-1 score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Amore pitching to Dasano with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1. Donahue's on first, Conti's on second, Sleeper's on third, and Dasano's at the plate, ready for the 1-1 pitch from Amore. Breaking ball inside for ball 2. Amore from the stretch with the bases loaded. Pitch to Dasano, catches the outside corner. Strike 2. Full count. Correction, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Dasano. Outside for ball 3. Well off the plate. So full count to Dasano. Bases loaded and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Amore. Foul tip to the backstop. That was a fastball from Amore on the full count pitch. Here's another full count pitch. Strike 3, swinging on Dasano.
Now batting number 10, Tyler Colby.
That brings up the right fielder, Tyler Colby. Now with 2 outs and the bases loaded. First pitch into Colby is a ball. Second pitch is low for ball 2. So Colby has the bases loaded with 2 outs and a 2-0 count. And now the count goes 3-0 on Colby. He scored a run in the first inning. Came around after walking. He has 1 of 3 Seahawk hits. The on-deck batter Joe Haley has the other 2. Here's Amore's 3-1 pitch to Tyler Colby. Outside for ball 4. And a run will come in
Now batting
as Hunter Sleeper crosses the plate. That's the 3rd bases loaded walk of the day for the Seahawks, first in game 2. They now lead 4-1. Joe Haley bats with the bases loaded. He has 2 of the Seahawk hits.
Come on, Joey, right man, right time, buddy. A little bit of rippies out there, man.
Foul to the backstop, 1-1. So Joe Haley has 2 of the 3 Seahawk hits, and he bats here with 2 outs in the 6th and the bases loaded. Inside pitch. Ball. 2-1. Lefty versus lefty matchup. And Haley calls time, or requests time, and gets it.
Let's go, Joe. Sit back.
In the dirt.
Let's go, Matt. Get ready.
Time just reached 5 o'clock. As Haley bats with the bases loaded. And count goes full. Pinch hitter Nicholas Delano is in the on-deck circle. Should Haley reach? And Haley does reach with the bases loaded walk. Score is now 5-1 for the Seahawks. And we have a pinch hitter, Nicholas Delano, at the plate. So a 5-1 score. Seahawks have scored 2 on bases loaded walks as Nicholas Delano faces Matamore. First pitch high, ball 1. Pitch from Amore. High for ball 2. That pitch is a hit by pitch. The 44th pitch thrown by Amore. Only 22 of them have been for strikes. And that one leads to another Seahawk run. And there'll be a pitching change here, and we'll take this break. So no pitching change, but a hitting change. Pinch hitter Corey Blankmeyer bats with the bases loaded. First pitch from Amore is in there for a strike. Blankmeyer takes the place of Tim Harris. Second pitch in there for a called strike. 0-2 count. Blankmeyer, he bats here with 2 outs. And the base is loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs already in for the Seahawks. Correction, 3 runs in. And Blankmeyer goes down on strikeout swinging. But for the Seahawks in the 6th inning, 3 runs on no hits. And 3 left. Gordon College will come to bat in the top of the 7th, trailing 6-1. with a 6-1 lead here in the top of the 7th inning, instead of bringing in the closer, Kevin Lambert, head coach Eric Sorella opts for the lefty specialist Mike Sherman, and he'll be facing a lefty, Carlos Pichardo, leading off the top of the 7th. First pitch in there for a strike. New left fielder for the Seahawks is senior Sal Kumela. Second pitch also in there as a strike from Mike Sherman. He's a sophomore education major from Rockville Center, New York. 1-2 count now on Pichardo. In the air to the left side, in foul territory, Joe Haley, the third baseman, puts the out. Out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Alex German.
5. 2 Fs.
So this matchup now has Sherman versus German. Pitcher to batter. Alex German is the center fielder for the Scots, and Mike Sherman the pitcher for the Seahawks. It's tough facing that sidearm delivery from Mike Sherman. And he's got an 0-2 count on Alex German. German swings away on an 0-2 pitch, and he singles to left field or left center.
Now batting number 22, Joe Olzak.
We're going to have a new pitcher here before Olzak gets the bat. And that's going to be the sidearm slinging from the right side, John McDermott. So with 1 out here in the 7th inning, Mike Sherman gives up a base hit and gives way to John McDermott.
Now pitching.
McDermott is a sophomore marketing major from Bedford Hills, New York.
What's it called?
He's the third Seahawk pitcher of the day, second of this inning. Salve, Regina leads 6-1. Salve, Regina softball had its second walk-off victory of the day. 6-5 in Game 1 against the Golden Bears and 2-1 in Game 2. The walk-off hit came in the 8th inning. So the Seahawks sweep the Golden Bears at Topa Field.
Make sure the front end here, 9 hits.
9 innings in Game 1 and 8 innings in Game 2 for the Seahawks. So they played a total of 17 innings for 2 victories. Salve Regina Baseball is ready to put the finishing touches on 14 innings of play and hopefully 2 victories. As catcher Joe Olzak will be the first batter facing John McDermott. First pitch in from McDermott. Crosses the plate for strike 1.
Hey, Johnny Mac. Hey, Johnny Mac.
2-1 count now to Olsak. Olsak works a 3-1 count.
All right, come on, keep breaking, Joe.
He has German on first base with 1 out. Low and in the dirt.
Now batting number 2, Eric Walker.
2 runners aboard now for the Scots. For the top of the order, Eric Walker, and Eric Sorella walks to the mound.
Keep him in.
And we'll have another new pitcher on for the Seahawks. Making his way in from the bullpen is the senior right-hander from Fairfield, Connecticut, Puff, Kevin Lambert.
Now pitching for Salve, Regina, number 19, Kevin Lambert.
It is.
He comes in with the Seahawks leading 6-1. Salve, Regina has 6 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The Scots have 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. Scots have actually out-hit the Seahawks in game 2. But wildness from the Scots pitchers have led to several runs and a 6-1 lead for the Seahawks. So Kevin Lambert finishes his warm-up pitches. The first batter he'll face is Eric Walker. It is not a save situation for the senior right-hander. He inherits a 6-1 lead with 2 runners aboard for the Scots and 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch outside for a ball. At halftime at Gaudet Field, Endicott College leads Salve Regina 9-1 in women's lacrosse. That game got underway at 4:30 and now ready for the start of the second half. Walker has a 3-0 count. First 3 pitches from Lambert have missed the strike zone. Right over there for strike 1. Here's Lambert's 3-1 pitch to Walker. Ball 4. Loads the bases for the Scots with 1 out. German goes to third, Olsak goes to second, Walker walks to first base. Third baseman Jesse Amaya now bats. Amaya has one hit on game 2. He's 1 for 2. First pitch from Lambert is in the dirt, ball. So 6 pitches from Lambert, only 1 has found the strike zone. That one finds it for strike 1 on Amaya, 1-1. In the air to Hunter Sleeper at second base. Out number 2.
Now batting number 9, Mark Fitzgerald.
Let's go deep up, baby! Hey, we sick, baby!
Oh my god.
Come on, Bob, let's go, man!
Okay.
So Lambert has an 0-2 count on Mark Fitzgerald. And a swinging ball in the dirt, bounces off the backstop. And catcher Dom DeSano steps on home plate with the bases loaded for out number 3 in the inning.
Salve Regina 6, Gordon 1. Thank you for supporting Salve Regina Athletics.
Seahawks win game 2, 6-1 score. We'll be back for a wrap-up right after this break. Welcome back to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island, where the Seahawks just completed a sweep, a Commonwealth Coast Conference sweep, with a 12-2 Game 1 victory and a 6-1 Game 2 victory. Vincent Roth, starting pitcher for the Seahawks, improves to 5-1. He went 6 innings in Game 2. And losing pitcher was Wesley Arning. He falls to 5-1. Seahawks had 6 runs on 3 hits, no errors. The Scots had 1 run on 4 hits, 1 error. 4 pitches came into the game for the Seahawks. Starting pitcher Vincent Roth pitched 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run. He walked 3 Scots. He struck out 5. Mike Sherman got 1 out and gave up a hit. John McDermott walked the only batter he faced, and then Kevin Lambert got the final 2 outs of the game and had a strikeout in there as well. Starting pitcher Wesley Arning went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, although 3 were earned. He walked 7 Seahawks, struck out 4, and he takes the loss. So the Seahawks improved to 17-9 overall, 8-4 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Gordon College falls to 12-11 overall, 7-7 in the CCC. So some separation there in the standings between Salve, Regina, and Gordon College. Gordon moves on to face Leslie College on Monday. And then 4 other non-conference games, actually 6 other non-conference games. Albertus Magnus, Bates, Southern Vermont, Leslie, MIT and Newberry, and Colby Sawyer, before finishing their conference schedule with a twin bill at Endicott on Saturday, April 26. The Seahawks return to action on Sunday, tomorrow, and they'll be broadcasting those 2 games with Andrew Pizzelli. And those games will be against Plymouth State. Noontime start in the doubleheader on Sunday. So thank you for joining us in today's doubleheader broadcast. Again, Salve Regina swept Gordon College 12-2 and 6-1. My thanks to Kyrie Halliburton for statistics and Garfield Douglas for photography at Reynolds Field. And we'll be back on the air with baseball broadcasts on Sunday beginning at noon. Thanks to Lynn, Taylor, and Kiernan. Have a good day, everybody.